Every Sunday, I spend about 30 minutes planning my week. That's it, 30 minutes. And those 30 minutes are the reason I close my laptop at 4 p.m. every day. The reason I never feel behind. The reason I know exactly what I'm doing when I sit down to work. The reason I'm at every soccer game, every school pickup, every bedtime I'm needed at. Most CEO parents start their week already behind. Monday morning hits and they're reactive. They're scrambling to figure out what matters. They're responding to whoever is the loudest. I start my week ahead because I already decided what matters to me. Today, I'm gonna walk you through my exact weekly planning routine, the one that runs my entire business. I'm Lauren Apple. I'm a scaling strategist for CEO parents. I help overwhelmed business owners build businesses that give them both profit and presence so they can scale without sacrificing their family. And this routine is one of the most powerful tools I teach. If you're a CEO parent who's constantly reactive, never feels caught up, and wonders why you're working so hard but still feel so far behind, this is for you. I created a free weekly planning template that walks you through this exact routine step by step. Link to that is in the description below. Grab it now so you can do this with me on Sunday. Let's get into the system. First, let me tell you why most CEO parents feel their week is chaotic. It's not because they have too much to do. It's because they haven't decided what matters. When you don't plan your week, you start every single day from scratch. You open your laptop and you think, what should I work on? You look at your to-do list, which has 47 things on it, and you try to figure out where to start. You check email to see if anything urgent came in. You respond to whatever's in front of you. And by noon, you've been busy, but you haven't done anything important. And you feel behind. This is reactive mode. And most CEO parents live here. Always responding, always catching up, always feeling like they can't get ahead. And here's the worst part. When you're reactive all day, you have absolutely zero energy left for your family. You're physically present at dinner, but you're mentally still at work. You're there at bedtime, but you're distracted. You're exhausted and irritable when you should be enjoying the people you love. Trust me, I have been there. The weekly routine, this planning routine that I have for you, it flips this. Instead of figuring out what matters each day, you figure it out once per week. Then each day, all you gotta do is execute. No decisions, no scrambling, just following the plan. This is proactive mode, and it changes everything, not just in your business, but in your presence at home. Let me tell you what this routine has created for me. I run a multiple six-figure business. I close my laptop at 4 p.m. every single day. I'm there when my kids get home from school, either picking them up or at home when they walk in. I go to every single soccer game. I get daily cuddles with my toddler who isn't in school yet. And Friday afternoons are for my teenagers who are home from school every single Friday. Evenings are for family and life, not work. And I work half time in the summer to be with my kids. Because why waste all that time that they're at home with me? And I never feel behind. Not because I have fewer responsibilities than you. I have 5 kids at home, okay? Because I have a system that makes sure the right things get done. 30 minutes on Sunday creates an entire week of clarity. If you want to follow along with this routine, grab the free weekly planning template in the description below. It has all 8 steps, the exact questions to ask yourself, and space to fill in your plan. Let me walk you through that exact system right now. Here's my exact routine. Are you ready for it? Drum roll, please. I do this every Sunday evening, usually after the kids are settled. Sometimes I do it Sunday morning with my coffee. Either way, it's 30 minutes, protected and non-negotiable. Step 1, review last week. Before I expect, I have to inspect. Before I plan a new week, I look back at the one that just ended. What did I accomplish? What didn't get done? Were there any patterns or problems that I maybe need to look into or adjust? This isn't about guilt. It's about learning and learning our behaviors. If something didn't get done, why didn't it get done? What's the bottleneck? Was it not actually important? Then I remove it. Did I underestimate how long something would take? Then I learn from that and I adjust in the future. Did something unexpected come up? I think about how to build margin for that or to shift things around to account for it. This review, this inspection, it helps me plan better. If I skip it, I repeat the same mistakes and my week doesn't go as well as I want it to. I spend about 5 minutes on this. Sometimes you dig a little bit deeper if you got lots to become aware of. Step 2, check the calendar. I look at what's already scheduled for the week. Client calls, meetings, appointments, kids activity, school drop-offs and pickups. I need to know what's fixed before I can plan around it. I'm looking for how much actual work time do I have this week? Are there any unusually heavy days? Are there any gaps I can protect for deep work? Any travel or transitions that need extra buffer? This is also when I move things if I need to. If I see Thursday is completely slammed and Friday is empty, I might reschedule something. I get the calendar realistic before I plan my tasks. This is another 5 minutes that's spent on that, all right? Step 3, brain dump. Everything, no limits, no filters, no holding anything back. I write down everything that's on my mind: home, life, personal, business, every task, project, idea, thing I'm worrying about. Work stuff, home stuff, all of it. This gets everything out of my head and onto paper. Most CEO parents carry this mental load around all week, and it's exhausting. This brain dump, it actually externalizes it. Once it's on paper, your brain can relax and slow down. It's not trying to hold on to everything anymore. I write it fast or type it. Sometimes I even speak it out into my computer, and I don't judge. I just dump everything out. Another 5 minutes. Step 4, identify my MITs for the week. MIT stands for most important tasks. These are the 3 to 5 things that if I accomplish them this week was a success. Not everything on my brain list, not everything on the brain dump list, right? The most important things. I look at my brain dump and I ask, what actually moves the needle this week? What has a real deadline? What's been sitting too long and needs to get done? What will I regret not doing? From that, I pick 3 to 5 things. That's it. No more. I know we want to do all the things, but it should only be 3 to 5 things. Not 15 things, not 10 things, 3 to 5 things. If you have more than 5 MITs, you don't have priorities. You have a to-do list pretending to be priorities, okay? Be ruthless. What actually matters most this week? This isn't your everyday, common things that you do, like post on LinkedIn, right? It's the most important tasks. Step 5, assign my MITs to specific days. This is where it gets really powerful. I don't just write down my MITs, I decide when I'm going to do them. I look at my calendar, I look at my energy patterns, I look at what kind of work each MIT requires, right? And then I assign each MIT to a specific day. Monday, MIT number 1, 90-minute deep work block in the morning, right? That's what I write it down. Tuesday, MIT number 2, but I actually write down what that is, right? Between calls in the afternoon. Wednesday, MIT number 3, evening during youth group. I go to Chick-fil-A and I get focused, creative work done, and so on, right? I do this with all 3 to 5 MITs. Now, when Monday comes, I don't have to decide what to do. I already decided, so I just do it. I sit down and I do it. This is what I call a pre-decision. I'm making decisions ahead of time so I don't have to make them in the moment. When you sit down to work and you're deciding from scratch every time, you waste the first hour figuring out what matters. When you've already decided, you hit the ground running, right? And it actually moves into my evening daily prep before the next day. All right, step 6, plan the have-tos. Besides the MITs, there are things that just have to happen, right? The recurring tasks, the maintenance, the admin. I make sure these have time too. Not the best time, right? The MITs should get your best time, your most focused, your most creative, your most uninterruptible, right? But time. Maybe Friday afternoon is for admin catch-up if I didn't catch up the rest of the day or rest of the week. Maybe Tuesday after calls is for email and follow-ups. I don't leave these floating. I give them a home in my week. Everything fits into my schedule. Step 7, identify what I'm not doing, okay? This step is one that almost everyone skips, but it's crucial. I look at my brain dump and I consciously identify what's not happening this week. Not because I forgot it, because I decided it's not a priority right now. I might move it to a future week. I might delegate it. I might delete it entirely, but I'm making a conscious choice. This prevents the nagging feeling of, what am I forgetting? Right? We all know that feeling. You're not forgetting anything, you're choosing. And this is how you protect your presence. When you've decided what you're not doing, you don't carry the guilt. You're not half thinking about work during dinner, right? You're not you're fully present because you know the right things are handled. You're fully present because you know the right things are handled. Step 8, prep for tomorrow. Finally, I look at Monday specifically. What's my first MIT? What do I need to have ready in order for that task to happen? Is there anything I can prep tonight to make tomorrow easier? It's just like when I want to work out in the morning, I lay out my workout clothes, right? I set up tomorrow's success before I go to bed. So when I sit down Monday morning, I can just start. No friction, no figuring it out, just execution. And I do this same prep every day during the week. At the end of each workday, I take 5 to 10 minutes to look at tomorrow, to look at my MITs, to know what I need to be focusing on, and I figure out, what do I need to prep for? What decisions can I make right now so tomorrow me doesn't have to? So there's no friction, so there's nothing holding me back. It's this daily and weekly prep time that is a buffer in itself, right? It's the transition between what should I do and I know exactly what I'm doing. That's the whole routine, right? Let me walk you through the time breakdown again. Review last week, 5 minutes. Check the calendar, 5 minutes. Brain dump everything in your head, another 5 minutes. Identify 3 to 5 MITs, 5 minutes. Assign your MITs to days and spaces on those days, 5 minutes. Plan the how-to or the have-tos, right? 3 minutes, that should be really quick. Identify what I'm not doing, 2 minutes. Prep for tomorrow, another 2 minutes. Total about 30 minutes. For that 30-minute investment, I get a clear plan for the entire week, no daily decisions about what matters, 0 guilt about what I'm not doing or carrying with me because I choose it consciously, and a head start every single morning. And the ability to close my laptop at 4 p.m. knowing I did what mattered. Now let me tell you what actually makes this work. Okay, principle 1, do it at the same time every week if at all possible. Make it a ritual. Sunday evening, Sunday morning, Saturday night, whatever works for you. It doesn't even have to be on Sunday. It can be on Saturday. It can be on Friday night. But the same time every week, non-negotiable. If you do it whenever you have time, you won't do it, right? Because we never have time. Treat it like an appointment with yourself. Principle 2, keep the MITs small enough to actually happen. An MIT isn't work on the course, okay? That's too vague, too big. An MIT is outline module 3 of the course. Specific, achievable, clear. If your most important tasks regularly don't get done, they're too big. Break them down smaller. Principle 3, protect the deep work time. The MITs need time to happen. They need it. It's simple. If your calendar is wall-to-wall meetings, your most important tasks won't get done. You need to protect deep work blocks. Ideally, 90 minutes at a time. That's what science tells us works best, where you can make progress on what matters. Block them before you do the weekly plan, then assign MITs to those blocks. Principle 4, build in buffer. I can't say this enough. Don't plan every minute of every day. It's never gonna happen that way. Leave margin. Things will take longer than expected. Unexpected stuff will come up. You need room to absorb that without the whole week falling apart on you. I only plan about 60 to 70% of my available time. The rest of that time is buffer. Principle 5, adjust as needed. This is where the real secret sauce and magic happens. The weekly plan isn't a contract. Life happens, things change. If something blows up on Tuesday and shifts your whole week, you adjust. That's okay. That's the whole point. The plan is a starting point, not a prison. But you need a starting point. Without one, you're just reacting all week. You're wasting time twiddling your thumbs or going from thing to thing. So let me tell you what changed for me when I began implementing my weekly planning. At that time, every week felt like survival mode. Monday would hit and I'd already be behind. I'd work on whatever seemed most urgent, but most of the time I'd get distracted or something else came up that felt more urgent, and I'd end the week exhausted and feeling like I didn't accomplish anything meaningful, even though I was busy all the time. And my family, they got the worst of me. The exhausted, distracted, irritable version of Lauren. Now, I start the week ahead. I know exactly what I'm doing each day before I sit down at my desk or my computer. I finish my MITs by Wednesday or Thursday most weeks. I have margin built in for the unexpected. I close my laptop at 4 p.m. and don't think about work until the next morning. My kids, they get the present, energized, joyful version of Lauren. And my business is more successful than it was when I was working 60 hours a week because I'm doing what matters instead of what's in front of me. 30 minutes on Sunday changed everything. Here's what I want you to do. This Sunday, try the routine. Set aside 30 minutes in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Review last week. Check your calendar for this week coming up. Brain dump everything in your head that needs to get done. And identify 3 to 5 most important tasks and assign them to specific days for the week. Plan your have-tos and decide what you're not gonna accomplish this week. Prep for Monday. See how your week feels different, because I promise you it will. And then do it again the next Sunday. And that one, and the next one, and the next one after that. Make it a ritual. Make it a habit. It will change your business. It will change your presence at home. It will change your relationships in your home and on your team. It will change how you feel on Friday afternoon. Grab the free weekly planning template. Link is in the description. It walks you through all 8 steps with space to fill in your individual plan. Print it out, use it this Sunday, and see what happens. I challenge you. I triple dog dare you to try it out. And if you want help building systems just like this, routines and rhythms that help you run your business without it running you, that's what I do in my one-on-one strategic coaching. We don't just talk strategy, we implement it. We're all about taking action. We build the systems that let you close your laptop at whatever time that is and actually be present with your family. Link for that is in the description too. 30 minutes can change your entire week. Try it, please. I'm begging you. See what happens. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.